Coming at you with another deck profile today. What we got today, Ken?
So today we actually have something that's pretty near and dear to my heart. If you know me, you know I used to play a lot of Cyber Dragons. I never really ran like pure Cyber Dragon. I typically ran Cyber ABC. So today we have an ABC.
So this is a pure ABC then?
Pure ABC.
Pure ABC.
Pure.
Alright, well, let's get into it.
Alright guys, so we're about to start the deck profile. And before we start, I just want to mention again that we have our giveaway going, which we can only do if we reach 2,000 subs. So make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, and share the video so we can reach that 2,000 sub benchmark.
And the more you comment, the bigger chance you have.
Yeah, it probably goes without saying that the more times we see you comment, the more likely we are to notice your comment. And you're competing for 3 Kitchen Dragon Maids. So let's get right into it. First up, quite naturally, we got AAA. I mean, there's not really much to say when it comes to ABCs. They've been around for such a long time at this point that it's kind of hard to talk about.
How do you feel about people cutting pieces to the ABCs?
To the actual ABCs?
Yeah, I've seen people run 2s.
Personally, that's not for me. I think it's a little weird,
Ridiculous.
Yeah, especially because you have cards like Union Hanger, where like as soon as you summon one, you bring it out. I've seen some people run like 3 Bs and 2 As, and it's like, what's the point in that? You want to have a match for each one, in my opinion. Got 3 Cs. Next up, we got 3 heavy mechs, which, I mean, this has been around for a little while too, right?
Yeah, the cards are so good in this deck.
This is, I mean, honestly, most of the ABC cards have been around for a long time. I just don't think anyone realized how much synergy they really had with each other, even though they quite literally go together. Next up, we got 3 silver gadgets, which just allow for extra summons. Same thing for gold gadget. And those right there are actually some cards I didn't even think about adding. It just kind of happened. But they're actually really great, in my opinion, for just about any machine deck. Next up, Triple Galaxy Soldier. It's another one of those cards that you don't really have to explain too much.
And a lot of people were cutting these down to 2. I feel like it just helps you push for that, opening Infinity ABC.
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
it's just too good.
Honestly, when you get those out, I mean, you instantly have an Infinity, because you can special summon them as much as you want. You just can't keep going back into the deck for them. So, I mean, once you get 2 of them out, you get your Nova into Infinity. That's a negate right there. You can take an opponent's monster. You can do anything you want with it, really. Next up, we got this Gizmek right here. And you can just use that for an additional normal summon, which, in my opinion, is that's a godsend right there. What's the card? What's that old throwback card? Ultimate Offering.
Yeah, and it helps you get into once again. It helps you get into your Nova Infinity so much quicker.
Yeah. Next up, we got double instant fusion. We kind of have this in everywhere, like in every deck that we have. It's pretty standard at this point.
Especially going second.
Yeah, especially going second. If you're not running instant fusion, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Do you not like your extra deck or something? Next up, we got 2 mind controls. Now the thing is, the mind control, really in relation to a lot of the cards that we have here, are used to kind of shut down a lot of Orcus players.
Yeah,
so you can really bait out, well, not even just Orcus, you can use it to bait kind of anything, any negates that are on the field. People are going to try to use it on this.
Yeah, and the mind controls, what we like doing going second is a lot of Orcus players set up that IP Masquerena board. So like when you force the IP, they can't necessarily go into Unicorn because they won't have a target to bounce your card back. So what I typically like to do is shotgun the mind control. They have to go into a completely different extra deck monster, and then a lot of those other extra deck monsters don't hurt you as much.
Next up, we got our triple call by the grave, and that one right there, as we know, is just real great against any kind of hand trap. Specifically Ash,
Yeah, we can't get ashed in this deck.
Yeah, I mean, you get ashed, it's kind of.
It hurts.
Yeah. Like
Luckily, this build is consistent. Like, you
Yeah.
can still play, but not as
We're
well.
just trying to make sure you don't get your ash ate. Next up, you got your single terraforming. I wanted 3, but he kept saying no. Said something about being against the rules, but I mean, like we say here, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. So next up, Foolish Burial, which personally I do love, especially with all the means of bringing cards back in this deck. It's a great card to have. And so Cosmic Cyclone, typically what you want to do is you want to shotgun that babble, bring out that crescendo.
Oh yeah, just make them use the crescendo.
Yeah, I mean, once you get that Cyclone on the field, you just, I mean, I don't know like how to explain it, but like you just suck it. Next up, you got your Monster Reborn, which is pretty standard in any deck. I think if you don't have a Monster Reborn, you need to get one.
It helps you push for game. Damage.
Yeah, I mean, there have been plenty of times where I'm just off by a couple points, and you bring it back from any side. That's fine. That's not just fine. It's amazing. Next up, we got our Triple Desire. Not much to say about this card.
Yeah, I mean, multiple pieces. I mean, sometimes you desire, but you got so many 3-ofs, we got to get through them.
Yeah. And finally, for the main deck, we actually have Triple Union Hanger. I know that's what everyone's been waiting on. That card right there. Woo, for ABCs. I mean, it's built for ABCs, really. You just get a card as soon as it's played from deck to hand. As soon as you get that card on the field, just get to equip one right to it. I mean, what in the world? You trying to win? And next up, we actually have our extra deck, and we're gonna start it off with a little Platinum Gadget. It's gonna let you bring some cards out. It's very, very standard, just like any other Gadget card. But it's
additional special summon, right?
Yeah, additional special summon, which is one of our favorite effects around here. Next up, we got our Barricade Borg blocker. I just think me personally.
In phase, it searches your Union Hanger. It also will protect. This card's good in a lot of decks because it protects you. Your face-up continuous spell card, or it protects a filled spell card. So I mean, it's just good.
Yeah, plus it's an easy link too. It's one of those things. We typically like to keep a couple of link 2s around. Otherwise, it's kind of hard to get into anything else. So next up, you have Clifford. What is it? Unaffected? Unaffected by card effects? That's standard.
Can't be targeted.
Can't be targeted. Can't even be targeted. So next up, get your Nightmare Phoenix, as well as a Nightmare Unicorn. You've seen this on this channel, 4 times now?
You'll probably see it on every.
Yeah, I mean,
they're just.
Yeah, they're. I mean, honestly, they're bordering on broken. Some of our favorites. Now, we got our World Chalice Warrior right here. That's one of Keanu's favorites.
Yeah, he just sends one back.
And next up, Big Boy Lynx. We got our Borreload. And anything like Borreload or Boral Sword, I mean, we don't really have to explain it. It's gotten to the point where
it's super budget now. You can get
super
a common
budget
for under $1, I believe.
Yeah. Now, next up, again, card you've seen before, Abyss Dweller. Pretty standard. But what we wanted to talk about was our Cyber Nova, Cyber Infinity. I've heard a lot of people say you're not supposed to run Cyber Nova or Infinity outside of a Cyber Dragon deck, but at the end of the day, you just need 2 level 5 machines. And for Infinity, you just need Nova. It's a perfect negate. Now, finally, we got our fusion cards. Got a little Panzer Dragon right here, which is always my target for instant fusion. See, the thing is, when this card is destroyed, it actually gets to destroy one card on the field. Since instant fusion literally destroys the card at the end of the turn, it's a perfect combo. If someone happens to negate any kind of anything that you're trying to do. Thousand Eyes of Strict, I think that's quite literally been in every profile.
It just sucks one up.
Yeah, it just sucks one up. I mean, Then it looks in its eyes. Next day, it might get left on red. I don't know. And finally, what you've been really, really waiting for is the big boy of the whole deck. That's that ABC Dragon Buster. So many nice things to say about this card. This card saved my life. One of my favorite things to do is actually get out, any Link 2 and just go ahead and bring ABC Buster out, attack, break it apart, put it back together.
Push for game.
Yeah, I mean, you can push your game so easy with this card, and a lot of people don't even think about it. A lot of people don't see it coming when you put an ABC on the board. But that's actually going to be it for this particular deck profile right here.
Alright guys, that's it with another budget deck profile. Let us know what you would change in it in the comments. Can anything else?
Yeah, and I mean, we still have till Valentine's Day for this whole thing to go. We've actually gotten a lot of recent support. It's, nothing to really like explode over, but it's been definitely pretty exciting to see people actually coming to us to share their support and their thoughts on our videos and the cards, and it means a lot. Thanks. But make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, and share the video, because we're still just trying to give away 3 Kitchen Dragon Maids. These some big old freaks right here. And it's still at 55-ish? Or is it trended higher?
It may be trending higher.
Yeah.
New support coming out, so you're gonna wanna comment as much as you can.
Yeah, by the time Valentine's Day rolls around, you never know. Like, I'm not gonna say it's gonna be up to like $80, but I mean, at the very least,
It could be 60.
yeah,
That's a free 180.
right there.
Yeah, I mean,
You
I would
know,
do it.
And some people were like, I was talking to some of my friends about it, and they were like, well, why is it Kitchen Dragon Maid? And normally, I would say ain't no MVP. I love my Dragon Maids equally, but Kitchen Dragon Maid, I mean, come on.
Alright, so if you like the video, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.